Loki, I've got a question for you, man. Is there any chance that I could be anywhere near as baller as you? Any chance?
Not with that hairline.
Oh.
That's better. And we're live, guys. We're back with a Gridsy session, 10 p.m. Eastern every single week. Big video, this one. Huge video, because we're actually recording this live right now in the middle of Grid's 2-year Twitch anniversary, a magnificent milestone. We are so thrilled for him. Huge congratulations. So we're going to say hello to Grid first if we can, mate. Dude, where can I start? Congrats, man. Good job.
I don't even know I'm here. So thank you. I hugely appreciate everyone's support, including everybody in this chat right now. Heinzie, obviously, thank you so much for the Gridsy we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary as well. Loki, thank you so much for being here, man. I was browsing through all of my Twitch clips from last night to make my little montage.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually found somehow the specific point where you first followed my channel. And so I was like, Loki, that was cool. It was just a funny little moment. And then Sweenes, obviously, you're all over the place in there. So just thank you, Sweenes, as well. Thank you, everybody. I don't know why or how I'm here, but just know I'm grateful. Thank you,
dude. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little bit gracious for a second here. Okay, for our boy Grid, if you guys don't mind, just for a second, because I tell you what, I certainly have over the last few years been absolutely honored to be sharing the camera and the microphone with this man below me, okay? And I haven't pre-planned what I'm going to say. I'm just going to do this off the heart, because honestly, that's the only way I do this sort of stuff. So I'm just going to say this straight up. It has been an incredible ride. It's been insane to watch you grow. It's been incredible to watch you do what you do, get better at it, because we all do, let's be honest, because we all suck at the start. That's just how it works. But overall, mate, you have been incredible. The hair and the beard has just looked stunning from week to week, and it's just grown in love, lusciousness, and popularity. But in all things being said, mate, let me just say that it's been a real honor to share these streams with you and these videos. It's been absolutely fantastic to be a part of this. I'm glad that you said yes to a dumb Australian guy to hang out with us every week. And mate, I am so thrilled, and may it be many more from here on in, mate. You know I love you. You're the brother from another mother, as they say. And honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate, and congratulations. You totally deserve everything you get, mate. I'm just saying. So
I really appreciate that, man. It was really funny to go through again the 2-year montage and just see how things changed from haircuts to camera quality and audio quality, and when I started doing the Gridsy with you and a lot of clips in there. So I will just say, man, I am so bad at accepting compliments and all of these things that you guys say. I'm just like, I don't get it, but I accept it. Thank you. And that remains true. I am the one who should be thanking you for 2 amazing years of the Gridsy session, and
wouldn't be the same, mate. Wouldn't be the same without you looking sexy. I mean, look, yes, I know I'm the sex appeal of the two. I get that.
You are the sex
I've got
appeal.
The good looks.
Yeah.
I totally get that side of things. But you know what? You do the best with what you got. So
it's not much. It's not much, and I appreciate you. And you're just putting the team on your back. So thank you. I appreciate.
And everyone has just spat their drink up if they've got a drink in their hand right now watching this. So straight up, no, dude, it's an absolute pleasure. We can't wait to see the next 2, 5, 10, 20 years, wherever it takes us, mate. Mate, it's been an honor.
We got GridCon coming up again.
Yeah.
And I got your cardboard cut out. It is ready to roll. It's ready to party. It will be there. All right. So, and Sweenes, I'm not referencing anything in particular. I'm not.
Yeah, that's still a little bit of a sore point for our boy Sweenes.
Still, it's been almost a year, but yeah, still a little bit of a
I can't believe it survived the first one, honestly.
Dude, it got pretty torn up. I had to stop some people from making glory holes. I was like, no, We got to preserve it a little bit.
When they started cutting holes out in certain areas, I was a bit concerned. But anyway,
but we just
it
stuck with the
survived.
mustache, and it was actually really cool. We actually used your the cutout as the I don't know what you would call it. It's just that's what everybody signed for who was there for GridCon. So we're gonna do the same thing this coming year. I'll bring it, and then everybody will sign who's at GridCon 2022 as well. So
Love it, man. I love it. I'm
yeah.
glad it's useful, mate. That's the main thing. And as long as it's kept in pristine condition, it'll be fine. And you can always, if you really want to ruin it, you just give it to Sweenes to take home, and it'll be fine. Anyway, let's move right along, shall
and
we?
Miss Sweenes will take care of it. Yeah.
Let's move right along, shall we? Let's get down to it. So, guys, a couple of quick announcements, if I can, just quickly. First one
Absolutely.
is that we've got a huge Gridsy next week.
Baby, do we?
The last few weeks, I've been going backwards and forwards trying to work out a time that would work for us, and I can finally announce it today. I got a DM back a few hours prior to recording this video. This time next week, 10 p.m. Eastern, we will have the one, the only Grand Admiral Arnold joining us live on the Gridsy next Friday. Spread the word. We'll be announcing it. We'll be hyping it up, but let everyone know it is going to be a wild stream. There's going to be no gack on, so we've got plenty of time to talk about a heck of a lot of different things. So Arnold will be joining us.
April 1st.
Pending
April 1st.
anything at his end that he can't make, but according to this, he's locked and loaded. So that's all I need to say. So guys, come and join us next week and spread the word. It's going to be absolutely epic. Really, really looking forward to that one. And so it's all happening right now. Of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Forgot that stuff at the start. You know how that works. So that would be really, really helpful. Guys, I want to say hello to Sweenes. Of course, Sweenes is here with us as well. Mate, it's great to have you back here. Everyone's favourite bounty hunter lover. There we go, straight up. How you been, brother? What's happening with you, mate? What's going on? Okay, moving right along. No, come on, Sweenes. How you been, mate? All jokes aside, you been well? I can't even hear you. You did actually mute yourself. It's hilarious. You are muted right now. You are. You're
No,
muted.
you are. You are.
I'm serious.
Yes. No, really. You won't believe us. No, I'm serious. Look at the stream.
I cannot hear you. No, we cannot hear you. All right, get your mic sorted and we'll come back to you in a second. Hello, Loki. How you going, mate? Now have a look
Dude,
at
look
Loki.
at that gold chain, my guy. Fucking Mr. T over here.
It's great to have you, Loki. I actually did call him out. I said, mate, I want full baller Loki coming out to join us this week. I want Mr. T Swiggo action. And he has stood up to the plate. Have a look. It looks fantastic. How you going, buddy?
Oh,
How you
Had to
been?
do it for you, brother. You asked. So
It's beautiful, beautiful stuff, mate. It really, really is.
shit's heavy, man. I'll tell you that right now. I probably got a kilo around my neck right now. So sweating right now, man.
Oh, come on, mate. A lot of things have been swinging around that neck. A lot more than that, I reckon, Loki, over the years, my friend. But let's not go into that on this stream. Let's leave that one alone. But guys,
I don't know whether to kiss you or punch you in the face right now.
a
Man.
bit of both.
A bit of both.
I think to be fair, most people when they meet me actually want to do both. I think it's a bit of both. That's just the way I roll, straight up. But I actually want to start this video off, guys, before we get into some of the big topics. And there's been some crazy stuff dropped this week, hasn't there? There's been a lot to talk about. And I especially want to talk to Grid about fleets. So we're going to come back and talk about that in a little bit. But before we do, I want to share probably one of the most epic burns in GAC message history that I've seen for quite some time. So I got a message. I'm just going to bring it up. I was speaking to our friend Fulbright, right? Fulbright sent me a DM. Everyone knows my boy Fulbright. And he actually got a message from his opponent, his GAC opponent after the battle. Fulbright got the win, but it was a bit of a rough battle. And this is the message from his opponent. Lucky you had the crash. Lucky you had the crash on Lord Vader. Otherwise, easy win for me. How'd you fail that hard on my Galactic Legend though? And Boba went for some testing after that. CLS your gas wasn't enough. With that modern relic advantage, you should have had a free win on me, and I don't even have Star Killer.
Jeez.
Fair little burn there. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Fulbright responded in kind. Yeah, I let my 10-year-old play my gack. He's just learning the game. Sorry you had a crash. Should have been an easy win. Good luck on your next round. Now, I think that is absolutely fantastic. A real epic burn from our boy Fulbright. I had to share it because
That is amazing.
I was rolling around on the floor laughing when I saw that one. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So I had to share that. So get wrecked, mate. Yeah, and well,
That
hard.
is amazing.
So there we go. So I had to share that one. But yeah, we've had some new we've had a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. Look, I need to speak to Grid first about this, and I'm going to come around to Loki and our boy Sweenes afterwards. But we need to talk 3 slots in fleets up top, boys. It's happening. I actually called this out a few weeks ago. I don't know if anyone realised or not, but we did a Rogue Actions video a couple of weeks ago, and I actually floated this as a possibility. I reckon maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Honestly, I had no idea. Let's be clear. I just threw it out there thinking there's a possibility this might happen, and man, I saw it and I thought, oh, here we go. And so far, I've been looking around and there's not a lot of people absolutely thrilled about this. Grid, I want to start with you, mate, if I can. And I want your opinion on 3 fleets in Kyber 1 going forward, or Kyber going forward.
All right, so let me open up a new one for this. Oh wait, was that Sweenes?
Hi.
Sweenes, it works.
There we go.
Sweenes is here.
He's
Let's
back.
go.
My bad.
He's back. That's
My
okay.
bad.
No, you're good, man.
It's
You're good. Okay, so here's where I'm at. One of my biggest frustrations is this is I think I could narrow it down to like 2 or 3 things.
Okay.
One, it's the entirety of Kyber. If it were just Kyber 1, maybe Kyber 2, I'd be like, okay. But like Kyber 3, 4, and 5 are just going to get bodied by this. I think it's ridiculous. It's the entirety of the Kyber League. So that's my first frustration. Second, I've seen some comments where people are like, oh, they're going to bring out another capital ship and then another fleet and a whole bunch of other characters and stuff like that. And if that's the case, fine, do it first. That should have been like, hey, here's, like we saw a while ago in that leak of like, here's the Ravager. Maybe the Ravager is going to come. I don't know. But if they're like, here's the Ravager, here's a new fleet, here's a whole another lineup, like, fine. But this order of operations to go like, you have to do 3 fleets on defense, like, oh my goodness. All the answers that I've seen, there was somebody who was saying like, just set Executor, or maybe like 1 or 2 other garbage fleets and then just Executor, and then you might still win anyways. And I'm like, that's true, and that's a way to get around it, but that shouldn't have been like the implemented strategy to play the game the way it's not intended. I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating. I feel like we should have seen at least another capital ship and some fleets to round out the other fleets before we had to throw another one on defense. Because for most people, if you're talking 3 on defense, 3 on offense, you have basically 1 fleet after that can either be a burner or a cleanup. And I think that's ridiculous. So I'm not very happy about it. Maybe it'll shape up later, but I'm not happy about it personally.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Straight up. Loki, your thoughts, mate? Obviously, you're at the pointy end. And congrats, by the way, mate, with your GAC record right now. You are up and about. You're flying. What rank are you right now?
It's tough, man.
What rank are you right now, man? What are we at? What rank?
I don't even know, man. I'm in the second bracket, so
so you're in the 8 to 16.
9 through 16. I'm in there. So.
Jeez, there you go, mate. Congrats, brother. That's tough stuff up there, mate. It really is. But mate, looking forward to setting 3 fleets.
Well, I want to thank you first for, calling it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, for the top, I think I've messaged Crumb, once in a while and just been like, hey, you guys need to increase the number of fleets. But my wish was top 50. But for them to enable it for the entire Kyber division, is that what it is? It's the entire
whole
Kyber division, right?
Yeah, whole Kyber.
Yeah, maybe it's a little too much. Who knows? But for a player like myself, everybody in the top 50, I think, is welcoming this, because right now, I mean, every fleet, every opponent I fight, everybody gets 70s, 74s, 75s on every fleet. It just doesn't matter anymore. a lot of guys at the top keep executor for offense. So, you know, having a third fleet will swing that a little bit more, I think, to maybe return to the regular 60, 65-ish, scores. But you check the top guys right now, everybody's getting 70 plus on every fleet. It's just, it is what it is. So for me, as a player in the top 50, I'm welcoming it. I love it, and can't wait to play.
So with that said, mate, as you mentioned, you were talking top 50. I personally would have said even just Kyber 1. I mean, I think that Kyber 1, you're at that point where you are more at the pointy end, and you've probably got that little bit more flexibility when it comes to fleets than the whole Kyber division. I think that is really harsh. But hey, that's just my opinion, straight up. But would you be happier if it was just Kyber 1, or are you just, it is what it is, and we're just going to roll with the whole division?
My original wish was top 50.
Top 50? Okay.
That was me. And to just add a little bit more to it, I wanted one more team per zone. So for the top 50. Yeah. Okay. I just think there's too many teams now is the problem. And even for us in the top, it's there's too many fleets now. They literally dropped one ship that completed every single fleet that was incomplete. Everything is complete now, which is crazy, right? I mean, that TIE Interceptor right now is proving its worth at 5-star. It's that good. And it completes the Empire fleet. So, as more tunes are introduced, there's going to be a lot more teams, a lot more high banner counters. They're going to have to do something with the ground units soon,
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing. I mean, and I'll ask Sweenes this one as well, because obviously and I don't mean to be insulting at all, but this change isn't going to affect you, is it? I don't think the 3 fleets are going to be a problem. Yes, it is. It is going to affect you? You're in Kyber?
I'm in Kyber 3.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah. My apologies. I'm sorry. Can't take me anywhere.
You're fine.
Cannot take me anywhere.
I mean, there are a lot of players that are in the Kyber League. Like, if we're real, I feel like maybe even the majority of players might be in Kyber right now.
Okay, cool.
I don't know about the majority, but like a ton are. This is going to hit a lot of people.
There we go. So, Sweenes, then, hey, mate, you're going to be really affected by this probably more than a lot of others. How are you feeling about it then?
So, to put it in perspective, I earned Kyber before the change once. And it was in the second ever iteration of 3v3. Never got back to Kyber again. So, the fact that I am in Kyber 3, and I've been Kyber 3, 4, and then back to 3 since the change, I have no business being in Kyber. None at all. So, am I going to get long donged by this? Probably. I'll just have to drop down to what is it? Erodium is the second highest, which is fine. I do kind of agree. I think it would be more appropriate in the absolute upper echelon where you do run into opponents that have basically all the toys, especially getting the First Order tank, which name is escaping me right now. The
Enchilada.
Yeah, the echelon.
Enchilada. Yeah, thanks, buddy. For a consistent, a more consistent executor counter. So fine, cool. And if what Loki is saying, that everybody is getting 70 plus banners on fleet battles, great. Give them a little bit more of a challenge. But on the lower end of Kyber, it is a kind of a kick in the crotch, and we will adapt to it and get over it at some point. I feel like that it's going to turn into the lower end of Kyber being like, okay, we'll just go for an efficiency battle instead of trying to full stop our opponent. But it is what it is. We'll adapt and we'll overcome at some point.
I have to check something, boys, because I haven't confirmed this. I believe it's going to be tested actually in the next round of GACs, but I don't know if you can help me or not. And Loki, you might know this. I'm not 100% sure, but do you guys know that what the actual score you receive or your opponent receives if you do not set a fleet?
Max banners.
Is it max?
It's max banners.
It is max?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I wasn't sure whether it was or wasn't. Someone told me you get 65 or something, not the full max banners, which is what, 72, if I'm right?
I think it's
76, isn't it?
76.
yeah, I thought it was
75 or
70.
something.
So you do get
I thought it was
maths.
74.
75.
Cool. Someone was telling me that they believe at the moment you're actually getting less. Someone said they were getting 65 or something. They've seen it somewhere. So someone was going to test it. And if that's the case, then something would need to be looked at there. So yeah, wait and see. But look, let us know, guys, in the
Ships
comments
is
below.
76.
It is 76. Cool. Well, let us know in the comments below, guys, whether you're happy about this change or not. I've got a feeling I know what the sentiment is going to be for a lot of people out there that are in Kyber. I think that I called it hypothetically a couple of weeks ago. And again, let's be clear. I have zero idea whether it was going to happen or not. I was actually looking for a topic to talk about, and like dartboard style, came up with that. That's how much I knew about it, right? So for it to actually eventuate, I am really surprised. The timing's terrible. Yes, we've maxed out all fleets, but I still think that we need more fleets to come before bringing this in. I think that it was inevitable. Absolutely it was. I just think overall for the player base, especially, those for the lower to mid-tier and the lower Kyber, it's really going to hurt. Because, you're going to chuck endurance in there. You may as well not. I mean, endurance is endurance. So, I think that's certainly going to be a problem. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean much. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Eighth Brother dropped, guys. Eighth Brother, we're getting some more Inquisitors finally dropping in. We're getting some damage dealers now. Eight Brothers in there. Purge is starting to really... We're starting to see where the whole Purge mechanic is going. There's a heck of a lot going on with it. The question is, for a lot of people, do we still have enough yet as far as a team to get an idea on how viable these guys are going to be? I think that's probably the question. I'm farming them at the moment, and I mean, I use Night Sister from time to time as a tank, and that's pretty well all I'm using. But Grid, what do you think with Eighth Brother dropping? I know that you're a big fan of evasion and stealth and stuff, so I do need your opinion on that one, mate, for sure.
I hate evasion so much, dude. It's the stupidest mechanic in the whole game, man. I will say, actually, though, with Eighth Brother, his attack, his special, the photon grenades, that is a sweet animation. Like, all of the Inquisitors have really cool, like the little like avatar art, as well as their like abilities. They look super cool. So I will give them that. I feel like they're going with almost a kind of like a Bad Batch style. That's what it feels like when I've played around with them a little bit, is just, I think there will be limited viability if you were to take them and put them in a different team. But if you get a full Inquisitorius team, oh my God, the debuffs are insane. I mean, you're getting blinds, you're getting burning, you're getting evasion down, you're getting dots, you're getting purge. And then depending on who you have in that team comp, purge also then brings out additional stuff like ability blocks and heal immunities. You got daze, defense down, potency down. I mean, there's like every debuff in the game in this one team. So I think they're going to be incredibly viable, especially like right now, just with these four, we're seeing some pretty decent stuff. I feel like when the Grand Inquisitor comes, things are going to be insane. So I might shift gears and head towards them. I really want to see what they're viable at a low star, because I'm not going to have them 7-star for a very long time. But I'm excited to see in particular what they can do at that kind of 3 to 5-star sort of range.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Loki, your thoughts on Eighth Brother? I assume you probably have him unlocked, maxed in at relic, 15 by now.
No, I do not, sir. I have him high enough to get the 4 Omicrons, and that's about it. Because
4?
As much as I love the animations of his, of the character, I don't see it yet, unfortunately. I do like the masks. I like him. I mean, I guess if he goes first, it's kind of like Echo, right? Where he, kind of what Grid said, he does mass bunch of debuffs and disrupts the team a little bit. But I don't know. I'm like you. I have Ninth Sister kind of maxed out as the as another Empire tank, and then I have Second Sister for the ship because that's proven to be very good now. But I'm kind of waiting for the for the other Inquisitors to come, and then the other 2 are just on the bench right now, low 5-star but low relics or low gear, sorry. I hope the Grand Inquisitor makes him good. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm a little disenchanted with it simply because it's just territory wars. They've already said it. So he's gotta do something crazy. And we're all eyeballing the one team that hopefully he takes out in territory war. And that's
JMK.
JMK Cat. And that's the deciding factor, at least for me and a lot of the whales in the game, is if it can't beat JMK Cat for 20 in territory war.
Yep, don't bother.
Don't even bother. At least for us, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yanzi, I'm sure you share the same belief I do.
Well, it's a lot of investment to take out a JML. I mean, that's the point. Like, it's an incredible team to build. You need a lot. Like, you're going to need a lot. And don't forget, you're going to need a lot of Omicrons as well to make all this team work.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot.
Yeah. I mean, make no mistake. Every single one of them is going to have Omicrons. I mean, we've seen it already. And I think every new release is going to have
How many Omicrons do you have on them now? I have 0.
I got 0.
I
mean, I'm not investing them for a while.
Yeah,
but
I don't think I put any on those so far. No, I mean, I'm banking a few at the moment. So, I'm in a lucky position where I can.
One thing I just want to add real quick before we hear Sweenes on this is a lot of people are and kind of what Grid said is they're kind of comparing it to Bad Batch, but the one thing Bad Batch had when they were slowly rolling out and you can kind of see where that team is going is the Bad Batch had JMK is the reason why they were so good in the beginning, because you can do JMK Bad Batch, right? That's a thing.
Yeah.
I cannot do Lord Vader Inquisitors right now. It is a horrible team.
Yeah.
And I will leave it at that, unfortunately.
No, that's it. And
I just don't see light at the end of the tunnel yet, is the problem.
They just don't seem any... I just so far haven't seen any plug-and-play viability at all. I mean, like, I just... you can use a tank here and there, but really it's just a filler. It's not something that you're permanently going to use. And really, I think that they're only going to be useful altogether, and that's it. That's the way I see the direction running. But Sweenes, your thought on the Inquisitors? Do you, and again, excuse my stupidity, but I've got lots of it. Do you have Bad Batch unlocked? Have you got Bad Batch up and running at all, Sweenes?
Oh yeah, dude.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
cool.
Got them all at 5 and records at 7.
Gotcha. So with that in mind, then obviously, are you looking at what's coming out with the Inquisitors? Because I mean, you're not actively going after them, correct? Or you are?
No, I'm not actively going after them, and just like Red, if they ever get dust blown off of them, it'll be way down the road.
But my question is for people that are maybe looking at one or the other option. So say they're looking at going for the Inquisitors later or going with Bad Batch. Which one would you prefer? You'd prefer Bad Batch or not?
Well, right at the moment, just kind of like Loki hinted at, that there really isn't a light at the end of the tunnel. You can't plug and play with them. It's just not a good team as of right now. It's almost like a nesting egg that CG loves to do with, Darth Revan comes out and it's like, oh, okay, it's not bad. And then you have a whole bunch of other crap that can beat it. And boom, there we go. Here's Malak.
Yeah.
So we're kind of waiting for the final Inquisitor obviously they're building towards the Grand Inquisitor to see what he does, how he pulls the team together, and if it actually makes a difference. If the addition of the Grand Inquisitor would make a difference, then okay, we can reevaluate. But right at the moment, Gear 11, low star Bad Batch can just melt face against a highly relic Grievous team, which a lot of people in the very lower end of Kyber and into Erodium struggle with. So yeah, let's go for a Bad Batch team, which then also helps you get closer to potentially your first or maybe second GL. So why would we not go with Bad Batch at this point?
May I throw a very unpopular thought out there as well, because I seem to be doing that a lot lately. At some point, the Inquisitors are going to be needed as a GL requirement, right? Because we know GLs are going to be coming, because we know that
Fair.
That makes them some serious coin. I think that it's only a matter of time until a new GL is announced and the Inquisitors are going to be a requirement for it. That's just what I see, because it makes sense. So yeah, that's the only concern I have in the back of my mind. But let us know in the comments below, guys. You like the way the Inquisitors are rolling, or you prefer someone like Bad Batch instead? Or is there another team that you go, you know what, I'd rather go after this than Inquisitors, or not? Let us know in the comments below. It'd be great to hear. But yeah, we got 2 left to go, as we know, and I think then we're going to know exactly where we're at. It's really hard to test viability until we get the full lineup, because we're still really just guessing, and what we got so far ain't quite doing a lot overall. It should be doing more in other teams, but it's not. We got, of course, we got announcements during the week that our boy Doja is moving along to better opportunities, and you cannot blame him for that. We gave Doja some love on Thursday with the Knight Brothers, mate. We had him on only 2 weeks ago. His last appearance, actually publicly, I think, wasn't it? Was with us on the Mace video, the Mace reveal. So it was great to have Doja on. Going to be a huge hole to fill, make no mistake. But your thoughts on we've got Meathead Militia filling in for the moment, by the looks of things temporarily, coming across from DSA. Seems like a pretty good replacement on the surface. Grid, your thoughts, mate? Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, Meathead's awesome. He's hung out in my chat for a while, even when I'm playing like just random stuff. Like I'll go play like Elden Ring or something like that. He'll just be like, "Hey, what's up?" And he comes and says hello. He's a very interactive person. He loves hanging out with content creators. He loves interacting with chat. He loves interacting with people. In my personal experience with him, so I'm hugely looking forward to it. He's a great guy. We've spoken personally a couple of times. I'm just like, you're a cool guy. You're someone I'd just like go have a beer with. So I'm looking forward to it. Now it sounds like from the post, and they did mention like specifically that he is temporarily filling that role.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too sad to see if that's permanent, but as long, even if it's just temporary, I'm looking forward to it. He's a cool guy.
So what you're saying is you want to keep him. Just call it what it is, Grid. You want to keep him.
Yep. Yep.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Loki, are you happy with Meathead becoming his replacement? And we do need to give some congratulations, of course, to Crumb, who has a little mini Crumb on the way as well, very, very soon. So, dude, from the community, all of us, to you, Crumb, mate, good luck with everything, mate. We wish you all the best. Sleep's overrated. Have fun with the nappies and the wipes. And sorry, you call them diapers, don't you? That's right, I forget about that. So have fun. Have fun being up at stupid o'clock, mate, and cleaning up vomit and everything else that comes with it, mate. But we wish you all the best, brother. It's some crazy, crazy stuff. Change your life in a good way. 100%. Sorry, Loki, your thoughts, mate, with Meathead popping in to take over for a while?
No, I was surprised, I guess, how fast they had the replacement or had it in the works. It's not a secret that EA just acquired Glue as well. So Glue and CG now are kind of they're kind of brother sister studios now within EA. So got more resources, I guess, from that acquisition, and it looks like they're now sharing the load a little bit, right? And like what Grid said, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he took over both community manager for both DSA and Swuggo. So I'm happy for him. It's great.
Fair enough.
One thing I just want to add to as well is good luck to Doja, because I think Grid and Heinze, he coordinated that whole speed gack that we were all a part of.
Yeah,
so
he did a lot with that.
Yeah, surprisingly, he did a lot behind the scenes. So thank you, Doja, for everything you did. It was cool.
It was a heck of a lot of fun, and thank you for giving us an event that Crumb came last in. That was great too. Had to throw it out there. Okay, now moving on. Sweenes, your thoughts, mate. My question to you, Sweenes, is that, I mean, we can see community manager. That is a really tough job. Like, that's a lot of work. Dealing with all of us crazy people times 1,000 that we don't even see that he has to communicate with out there in the community. That's a heck of a lot of work. Doing it across 2 games, that's got to be a challenge, because he's still going to be doing DSA and Swiggo. That's a lot of work going on. And by the looks of things, Crumb with maternity leave, he's going to be, out of the picture. Like, he's going to be off doing baby stuff. So we all know how much of a challenge that is on its own. That means that Meathead has a heck of a lot of work to do. And juggling those responsibilities, I think, could be really, really challenging.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I want to start by picking up right where Loki left off of giving a thanks to Doja, because the community outreach that he did while he was in that position was really, in my opinion, top notch. Like, you know, as soon as Carrie left, we were like, oh God, okay, who's gonna fill the shoes? And Doja did a very, very well job, in my opinion. You know, just transparent and giving us everything that he could at the time. I thought that he did very well. But with now how quickly Doja was replaced, hopefully it's not coming at a bad time, like you said, with having to manage community outreach for 2 games and Swuggo having a ton of just like absolutely mental case players. It might take a toll. So, you know, I think we need to give him an opportunity, welcome him with open arms, and say, okay, show us what you got.
Yep, absolutely. I think we're going to welcome him. I don't think that's a problem. He knows what he's doing. I think that's the good thing. He's going to be able to hit the ground running. That I'm happy with. He doesn't need to start from scratch. I think that's great. My only other thing that I did notice, guys, and you can tell me with this one, is that I've already had a reach out from one of my Patreons, my supporters, J-Locks. And J-Locks, as we know, is a big fan of Tuscans, right? Now, one thing I noticed with Meathead is that there is a, Tuscan Meathead, I think is his name, if I'm correct.
Now, CG Tuscan Meathead.
CG Tuscan Meathead. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if he's going to push that agenda or not in the top offices.
Let's get 5 Tuscans.
We could get some Tuscan love. We know there's 2 missing. Here's the opportunity. Meathead, get in there, the office, mate. Fill out that faction for us. Because I know there'd be a few people out there that love this game and they'd love to see it. We have the technology. We now have the actual Tuscans we can draw from. We have, you know, obviously a Tuscan chief, and we now have a Tuscan warrior. We have them there. Just got to make the kit to make them viable and make it work. Slap some Omicrons in there like you're pretty good at doing CG these days, and we're up and running, and we got another faction there ready to go. So, give us the Tuscan polygons I'm getting from chat right now. So, guys, let us know in the comments below if we want Meathead to push the Tuscan faction and get that over the line for us. That could be really, really interesting. What I found fascinating, guys, is that Meathead actually introduced Crumb to the game in the first place to Swiggo. That was pretty cool.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wow. In the post that Crumb announced is that Meathead actually introduced the game itself to Crumb, and look how that's ended up. So, I mean, I think that's proof that he's been playing this game for a long time and you know, knows what needs to be done and knows the game. So that's really a great start. So, mate, we wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we get to speak to you soon. That would be really funky if we could make that happen. Meathead, the door is always open on the Gridsy, mate. You know it. So you're more than welcome to drop in here if you want to come and hang with us. If you want to ask how much fun it is, feel free to ask Crumb how, you know, like he just likes burning my teams. And you could also ask Doja, if he's still around, how much he doesn't care. So, mate, you're more than welcome to come and hang with us very, very soon when we're on a stream. But, fellas, I think that'll tie us up for today. Been a really, really cool chat. Guys, let us know in the comments below. Please smash the subscribe button. Can't even say it. Push the subscribe button for us. Grid, congratulations again, mate. Lots of love. You know it. Have a great few days. Grid's going to be streaming, 3 days straight? You absolute stupid man.
We're going to be streaming through the whole weekend, so at any point you guys want to hang out, I will be here.
You know where to find him, guys. Gridden, not hard to find on Twitch. Go check him out.
Looking at the wrong camera.
Go give him some love. He's used to pointing the other camera. He had a Matt Damon moment. It's all good. I love you. And you've got a whole couple of days left, so this is going to be fun.
This is going to be great.
Guys, hit the like button. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think. We'll be back again next week with Arnold live. We'll be recording that, of course, as well. So come and hang out with us next week, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here, Galactic Legend Heinzie Twitch channel. Our boy Arnold will be here, ready to go. The Grand Admiral. We'll have some fun then. We'll have a good chat. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.